Soon, Master Elf, you will enjoy the fabled hospitality of the dwarves. Roaring fires, red meat off the bone. Into the mines!
We now have but one choice. We must face the long dark of Moria.
This, my friend, is the home of my cousin Balin, and they call it a mine. A mine! Huh? Give it! No. 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 Oh.
Here lies Balin, son of Hundin, Lord of Moria. It's as I feared.
We must move on. We cannot linger.
LEGO Lord of the Rings walkthrough for next-gen walkthrough, not next-gen walkthroughs, wiki game guides. Next-gen walkthroughs was the old wiki game guides, but anyway. For wiki game guides and spaceupgames.com. And this is the Mines of Moria level, and there are a heck of a lot of cutscenes in this level. Like right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 cutscenes. And they're not even all that long, so it's going to be kind of a challenge to keep them in. But this is going to be where you are defending the Tomb of Balin, or I'll just Gimli say it like Balin, but it's like Balin. That's the American pronunciation, I don't know. Anyway, the Tomb of Balin, and you will need to first get Pippin out of the well, because for some reason they decided to send the entire Hobbit down the well instead of just the bucket that the Hobbit threw down in the movies. And this time they actually made it Gandalf's fault that he went down the well, because Gandalf put his hat on the Hobbit. He didn't, the Hobbit wasn't stupid, it was actually the big great wizard's fault. So I thought that was kind of a humorous addition that they put in, kind of subliminal message, I think. But just get the key, to open up the chest, and you'll have to build this gear, and then you're gonna have to get the crank handle and put that onto the crank, or crank the thing with the handle. And obviously you'll also have to build the 2 different sides of the well by destroying the chests to the left and the right of it. And these cranks are kind of annoying. I kind of wish they did them differently.
Fool of a took!
Frodo!
Orcs!
And now your first encounter with orcs and goblins and various other creatures of the dark. So the first thing which kind of actually helps the orcs get in, because if you don't do this they'd never break through the door, but you're supposed to barricade the door, and you do that by destroying the things to the left and to the right. You're gonna have to shoot these targets with Legolas and then jump on them with 2 characters. And once you put down the final support for the door, that's when they actually break in. Now for this part, you don't want to get too close, because a volley of arrows will be shot through and kill you instantly. And it's, dying's only really annoying because you lose a lot of studs, but it is also an inconvenience, just a minor inconvenience, so try to avoid it. And for this you just have to destroy the waves of orcs that are coming in, and once you do that, another cutscene will trigger, which is when the cave troll is introduced. And there's also some metro plans over in the right corner there, which you probably saw because it gave me a big check mark when we got it.
have a cave troll.
So now you are given the task of defeating the cave troll, and the first thing to do is to build these Legos that are behind Balin's tomb, and you're going to want to stand on it, and you're going to be doing this throughout the rest of the game for many enemies, but you want to stand on this platform and get the troll to swing his... I don't even know what that is. Swing his chain mace thing until it gets stuck on it, then he'll send it back at himself and it hits him. And you're gonna have to do that, I think? Oh yeah, you have to do that 3 times. I'm just trying to... I recorded this whole game in one day, so my memory of the early levels are a little bit fuzzy. But you're gonna need Legolas to get up onto the right and left platforms, and you're gonna once again want to step on the platform up here and get the troll to get his mace chain thing stuck, and then jump onto the chain as Legolas and shoot him in the face. And if you do that on one side, you'll have to do that on the other side, so you'll have to get his weapon stuck in the ground a total of 3 times. Once again, the magic 3, which, like, for me, it was kind of surprising in some cases, because a lot of LEGO games don't have that magic 3, they have 4 or 5, but in this game there's a lot of magic 3, which I thought was good, because you really can't beat the hit them 3 times and they die formula.
Follow me.
But sadly, he doesn't die if you hit him 3 times. So what you need to do now is mount him a couple of times with a hobbit and rapidly tap X or whatever button appears for you until the troll gets a little bit disoriented, then switch to Legolas and shoot him in the mouth. And you will have to do that 3 times, and as if you've seen the movie, you'll know that this troll dies by getting an arrow shoved up through the top of his mouth and probably into his brain. And once you do that 3 times, as I just said, then he will die. And that's pretty much all there is to this part, but there's still quite a bit of the level left, even though the rest of this level is pretty easy. There's not really much to it, but I'll keep narrating because I can. And I should also mention you will need to use Gimli on the top part of this platform here, but you will also have to get the troll to get close to the circle, or close to one of the sides of the room, and then go back up there, or I guess you don't have to be Gimli, be anyone small who can get up to the top there, and you'll need the troll to be close so you can push B, jump on it, then rapidly tap X or whatever button it is until the troll gets disoriented, then once again switch to Legolas and shoot him in the mouth. And rinse and repeat pretty much. And it's actually really annoying because when you play as Legolas, you will always have some stupid orc following you, and for some reason he doesn't like dying. And another thing with Legolas that I had that I forgot to mention in the last video when I was complaining about things, but like when you're shooting your bow with Legolas, sometimes you expect it to switch to his 2 knives to kill the orc because the bow sometimes won't hit the orc. But a lot of times he'll just keep shooting his bow, keep shooting it. And you can switch your weapons if you push and hold the B button on the 360. You can switch your weapons over to his 2 knives, but that's not really useful when you want to use the arrow. And when you use the arrow, which usually it'll automatically come up, then you're back to your bow and arrow again. And it's just weird. I don't like the whole weapon wheel that they added, and I think it's kind of annoying how you have to add items to it and then put them in different spots of the wheel. I just thought it was unnecessary and kind of complicated things. But anyway, here's the 3rd time where you shoot him.
He's alive.
I think there's more to this, Hobbit, than meets the eye.
Mithril. To the bridge of Khazad-dûm.
That was when you were shown some of the power that Gandalf holds, and this is where he protects all of the Fellowship from the invading goblins. Now, of course, this never happened in the books or the movies, and that would be kind of cool if this actually did happen in a movie. But anyway, the whole point is to attack the, I'm gonna guess they're goblin chieftains of some sort that run into this bubble, jump into the bubble, and you kill them until the icons on the top middle of the screen disappear, and then Gandalf moves forward. Once you kill one wave, then a new wave will come on, and usually he'll stop moving eventually, kill the next wave, he'll move on again, and you just keep doing that. Now for the rest of this level, there's a heck of a lot of cutscene, and actually, trying to decide if I should narrate the long part or not. You know what, I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to leave the epicness of this next part to the game itself. So there's a lot of cutscene, and I guess that's pretty much it. It would be kind of annoying having to wait for the cutscene to finish and then keep talking. But, you know, I'll stop right now because I've been talking about it for the last 30 seconds.
Demon of the ancient world. This foe is beyond any of you. Run!
weapons! Fire!
Fools!
By nightfall, these hills will be swarming with orcs. We must reach the woods of Lothlorien. Frodo!